surprise people. The fact that his bond.
Hold on, sir. I have to stop you with the camera because I can see you. So do me a favor. Don't pull it.
You don't need to find Trumpers. You need to fire your race baiters.
Yeah.
You need to fire the two races. You've had people. You had a McCain on there. You've had people on there before, and you ran them off. Mm-hmm. So the racist ones who want to stick to this, Whoopi and Sonny, and was it Bette Midler? What's her name?
The episode began like a spark in a powder room. What looked like another casual morning talk show turned into an unexpected firestorm when Tyrus entered the conversation. Calm, confident, and unafraid to speak the unspoken. His first remarks weren't shouted. They were measured, yet they sliced through the air like glass. He interrupted not with volume, but with clarity, calling out hypocrisy hidden beneath polite laughter. When he said, "You don't need to fire Trumpers, you need to fire your race baiters," the studio atmosphere froze. Everyone could sense the shift, the kind of silence that means someone just said what millions were too afraid to. It wasn't just television anymore. It was a cultural confrontation, and Tyrus had just drawn the first line.
Let's not do that, because if we start with that, we have been known in this country to tie gay folks to the car.
Where the Iranian regime is today,
I'm sorry, they used to just keep hanging black people. So
it is not even the same.
The weird thing about The View was that Dylan Mulvaney was the most feminine person there.
Yes, he was.
Tyrus wasn't angry. He was surgical. He exposed the contradiction of a show that claims to celebrate diversity, but silences dissent. As he listed names like Whoopi and Sonny, his tone wasn't mocking. It was factual, almost disappointed. He accused the show of protecting division under the disguise of conversation, and that hit harder than any insult could. His composure made it worse for the hosts. Calm truth always hurts louder than rage. The audience wasn't sure whether to clap or hold their breath. You could feel it, the air thick with discomfort and awakening. It was the calmest demolition in daytime TV history.
Can a black person sit on a TV show getting paid millions and millions of dollars to have the floor and can say, it can interrupt people because she interrupted her?
Yeah.
And if according to her, life was like in Iran, it was for black people, her interrupting and speaking in public would have led to a stoning.
Yeah.
Like the ignorance, you live in a country where you might feel a certain way, but here's the one thing about America that makes it different than anyone else. You have an opportunity,
Then came Whoopi's reaction, half disbelief, half controlled fury. She tried to deflect, to bring in moral equivalence, mentioning America's own sins. But Tyrus didn't take the bait. His eyes said it all. You're missing the point. When he drew comparisons between Iran's brutality and America's freedoms, he wasn't excusing history. He was reminding them of perspective. Whoopi's defense stumbled because Tyrus wasn't debating her. He was exposing the pattern of selective outrage. His tone stayed calm, his words sharper with every sentence. The balance of power in that moment shifted completely. The once dominant host was suddenly on the defensive, and the audience could feel it.
every show and every break, she was nearly in tears because she was being attacked. So the problem is that you have to go after the racist people. And if the CEO goes, you know what? I'm not going to allow a woman on my show or man that will go after white America and talk about them like dogs. That doesn't represent our ideals or values for anyone. And get rid of those people. And this will clear up real quick. So do you have to actually look in the mirror and clean up your own backyard and get the racist people out? Because that's who you allowed in. You allowed black racists on TV who could just go.
As the discussion grew louder, Tyrus's silence became louder still. He reminded everyone that in America, even with its flaws, you can speak, argue, and stand tall. He highlighted that such freedom doesn't exist everywhere, and that truth alone made the panel visibly uncomfortable. He pointed out that if Whoopi lived under the same system she defended, she'd never have the platform she now uses. The comment wasn't cruel. It was a mirror reflecting uncomfortable privilege. The more he spoke, the clearer it became that he wasn't attacking. He was holding them accountable. Every word was both critique and lesson wrapped in poise.
For that,
No.
she'll have an opportunity tomorrow to come on and fix it. Will she? She won't. But that's the thing about this country. Black, white, gay, straight, short, tall. Everyone's going to get hit with something. But the beauty about this country is there's always an opportunity for you to better yourself. So shame on you, Whoopi. Play the black card somewhere else because it don't work here in America.
You know the irony?
When the camera panned to the audience, you could see confusion turning into realization. Some nodded, others looked shocked, but everyone was listening. That's the thing about honesty. It pierces through noise. Tyrus had managed to silence a room known for chaos. He didn't raise his voice, yet he owned the entire space. Even his detractors had to respect the precision of his delivery. Every show needs a truth teller once in a while, and Tyrus played that role effortlessly. His message wasn't political. It was moral. It wasn't left or right. It was right versus ridiculous. And people felt it in their bones.
It up.
Yeah, you know, Emily. Could you imagine yourself on The View as like taking that job? Let's say they find something really ugly in your past, you get fired from Fox. That could happen, by the way. No. I never burned those photos. But I mean, could you do that?
The beauty of Tyrus's style is that he doesn't roast people with insults. He roasts them with facts. His restraint was his weapon. He joked that The View had become a caffeinated cage match where logic taps out first, and the internet exploded with laughter. That one line summarized years of frustration viewers had felt, but never verbalized. It was comedy built on truth, a roast wrapped in reality. He didn't need a punchline because his entire presence was one. He exposed how debate on that show wasn't dialogue. It was performance. And when performance meets truth, truth always wins the applause.
Yeah, Whoopi's right. I mean, it's been rough for us. I mean, you saw what just happened to me in the last segment. I'm trying to talk, and all the white people are like, "Oh, it's Tyrus. I can make a phone call." You know? And it's.
How did that make you feel?
I felt very black.
Did you feel black?
Yeah,
it's worth Tyrus. Malice just started
Yes.
snapping
By the way,
his fingers for
thank
you.
God black people don't do that in audiences.
Yes, yeah. No, we just talked the whole time.
The View's panel was used to emotional sparring. People shouting, crying, storming off. But Tyrus changed the rules. His composure was unnerving. He dismantled their arguments with timing, not tension. When he said, "Shame on you, Whoopi. Play the black card somewhere else. Because it doesn't work here," the studio air turned cold. It wasn't disrespect. It was exhaustion from double standards. He spoke not as a provocateur, but as a man who had grown tired of selective outrage disguised as activism. That single sentence carried decades of frustration, and it landed with the finality of a gavel strike.